Hey, what is up guys, it is ClashWithDill here, bringing to you guys the next episode of my clan war attacks in another really close war. So in this war, they did have some questionable attacks, and I'm not going to make any accusations, but some of the attacks did look like sandbox, so we're not going to give them too much credit for what they did. So, as you can see, we did 2-star a lot of their top bases, and we did 3-star a lot of their Town Hall 9s. So we had definitely some great attacks on our side of the war, and we're definitely going to get into those. So I'm going to show you Willis's attack on their one of their top Town Hall 9s. It was definitely a great attack. So he did deploy 2 golems up at the top for his kill squad because he needs to move in so far to get that queen. He put on wizards on both sides. He put a few witches at the top to start smacking that dark elixir storage, and he's also going to deploy his heroes up there. So his golems are going to group up at that mortar, and then they're going to go around to that Tesla behind that wall. And then he does drop his jump spell a little bit early, so that way after they take out that Tesla or the Tesla goes down, they can just jump straight into the middle and provide cover for the rest of his troops. So his king is going to go off to the left, but his queen is going to go perfectly into the middle. So he is going to drop some balloons at the bottom of the base, and those are just great because after they're done taking out the archer towers, they can just go free with nothing hitting them. So they did take out a few defenses, and as you can see, when he sends in his hogs over here, their work's almost already done for them. He has almost all the defenses already down before he even sends in his hogs, and he still has 2 healing spells left. So he has a whole entire another healing spell with only basically an archer tower that will do damage to his troops. So he did just throw it down there in the middle. There is another double giant bomb, and that wizard tower is gonna shoot at that king, so it will not take out his hogs that are hurt by that double giant bomb. And basically now it's all just cleanup. He did drop a wizard at the top right just to help him with cleanup because he did save that. It's definitely great to save up cleanup troops in these hog attacks because sometimes you do run out of time, even if your attack is perfect. So getting into this next 3-star, it is our second top 3-star by a Town Hall 9. So as you can see, it was really great attack. He did lure on the right side because it's pretty standard. You always want to lure in a goho so that way you don't have to deal with the clink house troops as you're going through the base. But it's definitely personal preference. You can do it without luring. So he did activate those double giant bombs, so it was definitely worth it to lure and get those bombs out of the way. He's going to drag the troops up to the top with a few barbarians and his archer queen and a few witches. He's going to employ them at the left side of the screen, and then there's his golem, and he's going to put wizards on the right side of the screen. As you can see, that queen is pretty close to the edge, so he's going to be able to get her. He did bring a few wall breakers to get his king in there, and then his king is going to take out the enemy queen. So he is going to drop his hogs a little bit early on the bottom right side of the screen so that they can just go through, take out some of these defenses so that they can cover his kill squad. And it's definitely going to turn out well for him because as you can see, there is a double giant bomb spot left, and even though his hogs are all the way at the right side of the screen, they are going to run into that eventually, and that's going to take a lot of them out. So hopefully a lot of his kill squad does survive, so that way when his hogs get taken out by those double giant bombs, he'll still have enough troops left in him to take out this base and still get the 3-star. So as you can see, a lot of his hogs did just go down by those double giant bombs, but he still does have a few left, and they're sitting in a healing spell, taking out that last wizard tower, and there's the rest of the defenses. He also saved some barbarians and archers on the right side of the screen that are also taking out some buildings, some small hit point buildings, as his hogs are on the other side of the base. So his heroes are both still alive, still hammering out on buildings, and that is going to wrap it up for this attack, and definitely an awesome 3-star attack by Smarchan. So getting into this next attack, this is a little bit lower, another great goho. As you can see, this guy definitely did a great attack. He did not lure, so as you can see, you can actually do your attack without luring. It's definitely possible, but you do have to go a little bit heavier on your kill squad as he did, but it still worked out for him perfectly. So he did go a little bit heavier, and he's also he used a rage for his kill squad so that he can get a little bit deeper into this base, because as you can see, these double giant bombs are probably in the core of the base, so he needed to get his troops in there to take them out. So his hogs do go down on the right side of the screen, not all of them though. He still does have some some in his clan castle, and his kill squad did take out most of those defenses in the middle, so his hogs aren't really going to go into there to activate those double giant bombs until later. So as you can see, there's some double giant bombs going out. His clan castle hogs do go down on the left side of the screen along with a healing spell, and pretty much all these defenses are just getting sandwiched right now. Hogs on both sides of them all going down, and he did not save any cleanup troops, but is going to be okay because he still has a lot of his kill squad left, and it's going to be just the right amount of troops for his hogs to clean up this base. So definitely a great attack. He does still have some cleanup troops at the top, some skeletons, taking out the rest of this base and a witch. So his hogs are going to loop around, take out those last buildings, and that's going to wrap up this awesome 3-star attack. So getting into this next attack, it's even a little bit lower, but it's still a great attack, because the thing with Goho is it's pretty much all about the layout. You can take on a max Town Hall 9 if he has a bad layout, just as easy as you can take a lower Town Hall 9 with a bad layout. So this is definitely a great attack, and you will see why in just a second. So he is going to lure this clan castle off to the right side of the screen, and this guy does have a lot of buildings out, so it's going to be pretty easy to get them out there. He's going to start deploying his witches pretty early, so that way they can generate skeletons to help distract that clan castle, so that way his golem doesn't take too much damage. So he is going to deploy his golem pretty early, and he is going to go in there, start tanking up for everybody. His heroes do go down, and he is going to start breaking into this base. He does have to go pretty far in to get that queen, so that's why he brought that jump spell, and he's going to deploy this jump spell and a healing spell down right there, and then he's going to get into that queen, take her out, and hopefully once they get into the base, activate some more double giant bombs for his hogs. So he is going to send his hogs at the top side of the base. He's spread them out just really wide, so that way they could take out the defenses faster. And as you can see, the defenses are almost already all gone. So his hogs did definitely do a great job at taking out those defenses, even with only 3 healing spells. They did take out a lot of defenses since he spread them out so wide. So he did not save any wizards for cleanup. That's going to be okay because he definitely did do this attack really fast. He did save an archer to throw that down somewhere after all the rest of these defenses go down. So he still has his archer cleans ability, and he's going to use that to help speed up this attack now that all the defenses have gone down. So as you can see, his hogs are splitting up and taking out all these buildings, and that's going to wrap it up for this attack. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like below and make sure you subscribe for more awesome content. I'm still trying to get better at this commentary stuff, but hopefully I'm getting a little bit better and talking a little bit slower. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in to my next episode of Clan War Attacks.